make it a better place. It'll take...
Hi, this is Mary from Mary's Stamping Happenings, and this is There's a Card Thursday. I hope you really enjoy this video and cards, and if you'd like to purchase any of the products seen, you can go to my website at marytroutner.stampinup.net and click on Shop Now. Hi, this is Mary from Mary's Stamping Happenings, and today is There's a Card Thursday. And what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be making a Father's Day card. I love this card. What we're going to be using is we're going to be using the stamp set called Nailed It. It's in the Occasion catalog. What we're going to be, inks we're going to be using is, excuse me, we're going to be using the Daffodil Delight, Old Olive, Soft Suede, and then the Memento black. Cardstock, we're going to need 8.5 by 5.5 piece of Smoky Slate, and this is going to be our card base. So I'm just going to do that. Then what we're going to need is we're going to need a piece of basic gray, and I've got a piece about 5.5 by 4.25 works really great. Then you're going to be needing some Old Olive, Daffodil Delight, basic black, and some crumb cake. And these can be smaller than this, but they need to be a fairly good sized piece of scrap, okay? And then we're going to also need a silver foil sheet, and this foil sheet is 5.25 by 4 inch. So accessories, what are we going to need? We're going to need our glue dots. We're going to need stamping dimensionals. We're going to need the Big Shot. And then we're going to need the Hexagon Dynamic Folder. And we're going to need the Build It framelit dies. And the Build It framelit and the Nailed It come in a bundle. So you can save 10% if you buy this in a bundle. So what are we going to do? First off, we're going to take our basic gray in our Memento ink, and we're going to stamp the hammer, the saw, and the screwdriver. Okay, so we're stamping that. Stamping that. Oh! I'll stamp another one of those. Stamping that. And stamping that. Okay, now I'm going to, where's my water? Just going to clean these off because we're going to stamp them all again. You want to stamp these twice. Once on basic gray and once on different colors. So I'm going to take my basic black. So I'm going to stamp the hammer on the, well, really, not really, because you really can't tell. So I'm just going to go and cut that out with that. And I'm going to stamp the screwdriver with, where's my daffodil? With Daffodil Delight. Okay. Okay. And let's clean this. Then I'm going to stamp my saw on the crumb cake with soft suede. Okay. There we go. Then on the Old Olive, I'm going to stamp my saying in Old Olive. And this is just Happy Father's Day, okay? Just like that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to the Big Shot, and I'm going to do a couple of things. First off, I'm going to take the Dynamic Hexagon folder, and I'm going to put the silver foil sheet in there. And I'm going to make sure that this is on top, and then that's because you want this to be, the ridge to be going the other way. So I'm going to put it in like that. I'm going to run that through. I'm also going to take all of these and I'm going to run them through and cut both of these out. You want to cut both of those out. All of you want to cut your hammer. You're going to have 2 hammers, you're going to have 2 screwdrivers, and you're going to have 2 saws. And then you want to take your hexagon and you're going to cut the Happy Father's Day out. So I'm going to go over and do all of that work. Okay. And what do we get? We get a great sheet. Isn't that something? And we get a hammer, a saw, a screwdriver. There's the hammer. There's the hammer. Saw, screwdriver. We get a second hammer. We get the saying. We get a second saw, and we get a second screwdriver. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut the handles off. I'm going to go like this. I'm going to take wrong way, wrong way, wrong way, wrong way, wrong way. Ah! I was supposed to cut this handle off. Well, I know what I can do. We're going to cut. See? Just an opportunity to embellish. Instead of putting the handle on this one, I'm putting the handle on, or the screwdriver part on it. I'm going to have to roll that. Just like that. Roll that. Just like that. And I'm putting that right there. Okay? And I'm going to take the bottom off, the handle off of this one, and I'm going to put that on there. Better, Mary, better, 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 better. And then I'm going to cut the saw handle and I'm going to put that on there. Okay? So now I'm going to take this and my glue dots and put this on. Now all of the supplies are down below, and I'll have the instructions on my blog at Mary's Stamping Happenings blog.blogspot.com. And I really would appreciate it. I'm trying to earn the trip, the Stampin' Up! Trip this year, and I really would appreciate it if you guys help me win that trip or earn that trip by purchasing your Stampin' Up! Supplies from me. You can do that at marytroutner.stampinup.net. And I'm just going to put these around on here. Then I'm going to take some Stampin' Dimensionals. If you really like my videos, you can subscribe. You'll see a subscribe button coming up. Subscribe to my YouTube channels. But again, I'd really appreciate it if you would purchase my stuff at marytroutner.stampingup.net. So there's Card Thursday, and happy Father's Day. Thanks for visiting, and happy stamping. Bye-bye.
Hey, if you wanna play, make it about a play.